Alrighty guys, gonna do an update on everything. We'll start with the rabbits because of my help video last. Everybody's wondering. Let me get over here and get the medicine. I did listen and get the Corid, C-O-R-I-D. I gave it to him for 5 days and it seems to be doing the trick. This is it right here, Corid. I got this at Tractor Supply. It's $20, but there was also some at a co-op that I went to later on to get food, a different kind of food. They had it for $18, so it's around that price. But it's a big bag. It'll last for a while. They're doing fine. I lost most of my baby crop. I lost a red mini Rex, and I lost my broken red New Zealand, my nice buck that I'd raised up. I have breeding going on right now for spring babies. I do not know if y'all have seen my new red buck. This is a 9-month-old red New Zealand, pedigreed red New Zealand, and he's being bred to a doe that I found. She's just a bigger size Harlequin. Yeah, it looks like the color's bad, but that's really her color. She's black and orange like that. I was going to breed her to a small buck, but she wouldn't have nothing to do with a smaller buck. She wanted a big buck. I'm just saying. But she accepted him quickly, and so they're bred. I was going to breed her to my Dutch buck to get some different colors, just some, because I mean, besides being eaten or being pets, they're not. I may keep something if it came out real nice and real, but it's not pedigreed or nothing like that. This is that little doe, little mini New Zealand doe that I kept from the last litter. You saw her grow up. She was a teeny tiny baby in the bottom of the cages. She's filling out to be a good sized doe. She'll be ready to breed in a month or so. This is the Harley's pin, the one that's being bred. This is blue. No, this is the chocolate. This is chocolate or brownie and mini Rex, and she's due to put a box in today, but I don't think she's bred. So I just put some hay in there to see if she starts carrying it around in her mouth. All my bucks are already done for today. I want to breed her to my tri-buck. So tomorrow, and he's already breeding one right now, and so I'll put her in with him tomorrow and see if she lets him or if she starts squealing. If she starts squealing, that means she may be bred. She just doesn't show it. Now this little angel here is bred. Huge lilac doe, beautiful little head, and she got some big old belly on her. Just put her box in right now. So we'll have babies in 3 or 4 days out of her. She's a big, beautiful doe. And I'll have to look, when I go over there, I'll look and see what I bred her to. Here's one of my broken reds. She had 8, but I almost lost her, so I'm very happy to have her. If you can tell by her back, you can see her backbone. She has the same disease that killed the buck. But the medicine got to her in time. I think she's going to live. And that's the worst case scenario, is for them to have babies and then die, and then the babies die, or you have to put them down. And so, but she's eating again now, and I'm feeding her banana. She had them 2 or 3 days ago, and I put a light on her. That's why this chest is due too. She's another one I don't think is bred. If you hear somebody scratching, it's her. And so you would think, your brain would say, okay, she's bred because she's scratching in her box. But I think she's looking for good pieces of hay. Hope I'm wrong. I hope she's bred. But see her eating over here. So I'm going to do the same with her as I'm doing with the brown buck tomorrow. I'm going to put her in with the brownie, with that mini Rex doe. I'm going to, I don't know, she has a little belly on her. She may be bred. But I'm going to put her in with that New Zealand buck tomorrow and see if she breeds or if she makes a noise. I do not leave them in there for very long. It takes just a couple seconds to figure out if they are bred. If they're bred, they're going to start squealing and lay down and try to get away from them and yank them back out. But that tells you that, hey, you may have babies on the way. And that works about the last month of pregnancy. Before that, they'll just run from them and act like a normal doe would. But the last month, they usually squeal and give a little bit more indication. But alrighty, and here we have Gus Gus breeding a black mini Rex doe, and the mom of that black mini Rex doe was a tri, and the dad was a ruoid white. And so, yeah, and it came out that because the tri carries the black, and so hoping to pull some tris out of that litter. Bred Gracie to the Dutch. She's the one that just had all the babies that just weaned to 8. Let's see, do you have anybody? He didn't get nobody today. Bred this broken blue to a blue That's going to be some pretty babies. And so I'm looking forward to those babies. It'll be blue on blue. This is one of the little girls that was in the stall over there. She's a mini Rex cross. Got her with some other ones, with that Harlequin that I showed you in the beginning, that bigger Harlequin, and some more that I'll show you in a second. I'm pitting her up to get her ready to breed. She's about 6 months old. So you need to separate them from other rabbits for about a week if you want them to breed. Like let's say you have 2 does in the same pen. You need to separate them out about a week and then breed them. They won't breed if they're running together usually. This is a little red doe that's about ready to breed. This is that little one that I raised. I guess you don't feel like company today. Alright, moving on. Everything's inside. I can do a chicken update real quick while I'm here. Everything's inside though. It was just too cold. These are mad at me because they want me to open the door and move this so they can go outside, even though they have a hole over there in the stall. They don't want to use that. They want to go through here and go out the door. These are the babies, the Rhode Island, the Barred Rock babies. Been fighting a sickness on them. Just a note for myself, I will not raise any more chicks in the fall. It's just they don't gain enough in the winter months, and more prone to sickness. This sickness came in a ucky eyes. Their eyes would clam shut and they'd scratch at them. They had bubbles come out of their nose and like a mucus sound. Saying that, none of them ever really died from it. It was just, it brought them down to pitiful shape. I've been putting this in the water. Been putting this in the water. You can get it from any feed store. It's like $2.99. And that has helped some. Not cured it, but it's helped some. I think a lot of it's the winter months too. But they can go out, but they haven't been going out for about 3 or 4 weeks now, or a week now. No, coming on 2 weeks now because of the snow and ice. There's still a little bit of ice out there on the board, and so I guess they think it's cold. Alrighty, this is the Trido, one of my only Tridos, and she is bred to the Dutch. Just wanted to get some colorful babies out of her, see what she could throw. This is Fuzzy Bunny. She's a lionhead, one of the only ones I have. I'm going to get some more, but lionhead's the reason for what I'm breeding them for. I need a lot of babies. Lionheads for me usually don't have that many babies, so we're going to see. But I bred her to the Dutch too. At the time, my Dutch was my most aggressive buck, and so I bred a lot to him. Plus, I was just looking for pet babies. This one is the one that had the 7 babies last time. She's a lilac. She's bred to the Castor buck, and she's due. No. This is the wrong card because I moved them around. That pretty lilac one over there in the other box. I said that was heavy pregnant, and I gave her the box. She's bred to the Castor buck, so that'll be nice babies. This is one I just got the other day. It's a little Castor doe. She's about 4 months old. Tried to put her in here with these other young does, and she fought them, so I had to pen her by herself. But she's a sweetheart, just too young to breed yet. Here's on my young reds. Well, I say that 2 of them, the 2 back ones, are half New Zealand red, and this is their mama right here, this Trido. And that's why I kept them. There's actually another one at my friend's house I may keep too. I like how they turned out. They're just broken red does. They're not the correct red, but bred back to a mini Rex. I'd be interested to see what happens. And then these are my 2 reds that I have left. This big one's a buck. I'm glad I kept him. He will replace the one I lost. He's not as pretty as the one I lost, but I'll at least have a broken buck. And that's a little doe that I'll be keeping, a broken red doe. Alrighty. I didn't realize I had so many rabbits. This one's going to take up most of the video. That's what y'all like seeing, so I'll just not do very long on the sheep. The little ones in here are young does. This one here and this black one here had that same disease that I cured the rest of them. I think they're going to make it, but they're still a little down and puny. Here's a otter, black otter with blue eyes. She's bred to the blue buck. And then here's another black doe that is out of a try again, and she's bred to the try. Here is Flag. She is from a different line than what I had. She's from a new line. I named her Flag because I always keep my original names. But she's a whole new line, and I'm hoping she's bred, because if she's bred to my old buck before he died. Is she pulling? You gotta watch. They have to carry it in their mouth to be bred. You can't. They're like, because they're gonna dig through hay to find stuff to eat. And so that what she just did there does not count as being bred. I need to see her with a mouthful of hay walking around the cage, and then I know she's bred. Here's all the babies. These few red ones are what I have left of the litter of 14. I had 2 litters that equaled 14. All but 3 of those died to the sickness. I have a couple in here that still have the sickness. I'm not sure if they'll make it or not. But then some others that are pulling through fine. And so we will see. See those down there. There's about 3 of them there that I don't know if we'll make it or not. And then here's my Mini Rex chinchilla doe. And she is bred to, I forget. I have it wrote down, but I forget. But they're due a little later. Alright, I gotta hurry up and go show you the sheep. Got some babies. But the chickens are doing fine. I'm getting I have 9 laying hens. I'm getting 6 eggs a day. But I did have to move them into the barn. Everything's in the barn now. As you can see by the cages, I have another row of these big cages that I got to put up. I'm going to move these over here and then put that other big cage right there on that wall. Until the rabbit barn's done, these winter months, they just have to be inside. I still have the cage outside. It's just too cold. Like today, it'd be beautiful to put them in there, but it's just too cold. Here's the rest of the chickens. There's Buddy sleeping. Hey, Buddy. Alrighty. More chickens. I still have about 35 of the chicks left. I've lost about 20 of them. You're okay. Bought some does back that I had sold. Or actually I had sold the ram, and they got out of it, and so they said, hey, do you want it? And so I got them back. I got this ewe here back. The ram in the back, that one I raised him from, but he was one of my first baby sheep. He was the first. As you watch my original sheep videos, I had a pair of twins, and then I had a solid white, and that's the solid white one. He'll be 1 in January 14th. This is another young ram. He's leaving. This will be the only ram that's left after a while. Besides, I think I may keep that little white one that was born here, but I'm going to send him to a friend's to help breed his ewes. They're getting up because the dog came up behind me. But then I got this ewe back, the one behind the black-headed one. Beautiful, probably the prettiest ewe I have in my place. She is just gorgeous. She is coming a year, and she should be bred. Her mama is on the ground here, and she is bred. This one walking away is bred. But where's the one that just had the babies? She came over here. She's a little shy. Here's the little black preemie baby doing great, and that's her brother. Her brother's already sold. They're selling pretty fast. Here's the new mama and her pair ewe lambs, both girls. Really like her. Picked her up on a trade, did some trading, and I really like her. And she has the 2 ewe lambs. Here is mama with her 2. Over here, her other one's laying right here in the hay, and then there's the ewe with her 2 babies there. The rest are just the ewes eating on the last of this hay. My hay, they didn't like. This bale came from over here, and it came from across the road, and it's too stemmy. And so my friend had some Bermuda hay, and so I'm getting it from him. And look at the difference. This bale was brought last week. That one's been here for 3